So it's day 287 of Hey, What Are You Doing Today? I think I started this thing 287 days ago. It's just, the world has become so much more to me in the last 287 days. I've gone down so many paths and so many unexpected paths. I think that's more the surprise of things is how many unexpected places I've found myself along this journey. I don't really document too much on specifics on these videos. Some of them are just to make a video to maintain the daily line of things. But I mentioned yesterday in the video that January has just been a really peculiar month, and I don't know, maybe even it has something to do with the darker days, the lower sunlight, the coldness, there's a I don't know. There's something that comes with winter, or something. I can't really put it into words, but there's a feeling. It's not as lively, not as happy. There's a dormancy. There's a almost almost the expectancy of spring, the expectancy of that awakening, that rebirth. This is winter's like as close to death that we get in the seasons, maybe, and then then spring and all starts over again. Just those cycles that are life. But with that comes a heaviness to it. But I wanted to talk about. Yesterday I mentioned that there was I actually didn't realize that when I started talking just now. But yesterday I mentioned about death coming into my life, and being right there in front of me, and how I had met this gentleman on Thursday. It's now Tuesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5.5, 6 days ago, I met this guy and saw him again on Friday, and he became a client of mine, and then on Saturday he died. Actually, his sister was just here buttoning up some loose ends on some business. Um, but but it's interesting though. If I pay attention to life as a lesson, and I pay attention to different things that happen in life, it makes life more intriguing, if that's even possible. So, but one of the books that I'm reading yesterday, I was really kind of taken aback by this person having died, and oddly enough, I opened the book, this book that I'm reading, and the very first line was cause of death to be a sudden stroke, and I just just like just a hit, just a hit after a hit, just like that was the first thing I read, was that line, cause of death to be a sudden stroke, which is what happened to this gentleman. We got a pretty good snowstorm. At least a foot and a half, 2 feet in some areas, and the gentleman out shoveling snow, and 48 years old, dropped dead and had a heart attack. Anyway, so I figured I'd mention that. That was the first thing that I read yesterday, and then there's sometimes things just I can only answer myself, but sometimes it feels like something is speaking directly to me, whether that be in a book, and I might see something in a TV commercial, might hear somebody say something in passing, or whatever it is. Sometimes things just feel almost undeniable that it's a direct relationship, even though it's not someone speaking directly to me and saying, "Hey, this is," Sometimes it just feels that there is a direct relationship. But the reason I mention that is January has also been probably the month that I've drifted the farthest off course, from beginning to end. At the beginning of the month, the drifting off course was drifting into a new course, something that I hadn't anticipated experiencing, and something that I was experiencing on such a powerful level. I was so taken aback by it, so in awe of it, of this thing I'd come across, this thing I'd discovered, and this new feeling, this new way of living, new way of thinking, and it became such a powerful thing very quickly. And then I lost my grasp on it for whatever reason. And with that, with losing my grasp, I kind of lost my grasp on this little project as well. And I then the drift kind of became the other way. And the at least it was in the beginning of the month. That powerful thing was a major part of this process, of this 365-day measurement and goals and that I had set up, and going in that direction. It wasn't what I expected, but it seemed to make sense and seemed to be correct. And then as I lost grasp with this thing, I also started losing touch with the project that I started in the first place, and I drifted away that way. And if I go back and I watch my videos, I'm sure I'll be able to see that. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see the point. What was the catalyst? I'm making these videos so that I can watch them a year from now and maybe 2 years from now, and so on and so forth, and kind of see what was going on in my mind, what was going on in my life, what was going on in my processes that. And it'll be interesting to see where that diversion, that probably the most powerful thing I've ever felt in my life, and then all of a sudden that diversion away from that, and what caused that, what was going on. I may not even remember specifically, but a year from now from these small little videos, but hopefully it'll re-energize something, and I'll be able to see what that diversion was, and maybe I should go back and look at it now that I talk about it. But regardless of that, I came in to the same book today. And I was kind of feeling that, I was feeling that. Anyway, I was kind of feeling that today. That I was kind of drifting pretty far off course. I wasn't enjoying my runs. I wasn't enjoying, eating healthier. I wasn't enjoying the feeling. I wasn't enjoying the quest for knowledge. I wasn't enjoying the things that I was coming across. It was just all of a sudden there was this major stagnancy, if not a huge regression back into the life I was leading before I decided to try to kind of open my eyes and see what's really going on in the world around me. Breaking free of, I guess a word I haven't, the connotation I haven't used in a while, but that zombie lifestyle that I was living. And I was feeling myself getting pulled back into it. And for whatever reason, I was maintaining, but I was maintaining in a zombie state. This project. That's really how I felt. And anyway, I came in today, and this is the first thing I read was your weak struggles against the temptation of sensual pleasure, and your laziness and striving for self-understanding and renunciation gives the enemy easy access to you. So I'll read that again. You're weak. I can barely read my handwriting. Anyway, your weak struggles against the temptation of sensual pleasures, and your laziness in striving for self-understanding and renunciation gives the enemy easy access to you. And that was just like a kick in the face. It was, it was really, have I become lazy? Have I, I don't know. It's that kind of summed up everything. That was the answer to this lethargy in the moment that has evolved, and it's up to me to pull myself through, to buckle down and tighten up the reins once again. And that speaks on so many levels. I mean, it's just there's one of the things I've been struggling with this whole time is, when I finally get a day off of my working life or some time free, that's when I drift the furthest away from this project. If I'm at work, I'm pretty easily keeping myself occupied with trying to improve or learn something away from work. It's like I take a day off from this practice, and inherently I've felt inside that that's the biggest part is every week it starts over rather than maintaining that that drive upwards and then stop and then drive upwards and stop. You know, it's a that seems to be an issue. I gotta quit being lazy. Stay 287. Hey, what are you doing today?